Today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Memphis Hounds taking on the Toronto Mounties.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Toronto Mounties and the Memphis Hounds. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing on first down. Pryor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Looking to throw on second down. McCollum. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Here's Carson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Pryor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They run again with Carson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pryor. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. McCollum firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McCollum, he finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pryor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Pryor. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off the play fake, McCollum. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. To throw on 2nd down, McCollum. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw, McCollum. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. McCollum. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think from both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Murray. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Pryor. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. McCollum, he finds his man, complete. That's Murray. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. McCollum, he gets this one to Johnson. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. McCollum over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McCollum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st down, McCollum. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCollum. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down, McCollum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it at a high level.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, McCollum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They run it with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pryor. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Pryor. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw on second down, McCollum. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw on second down. McCollum. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, McCollum. Johnson's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, McCollum. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on second down, Pryor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pryor evades him at the 20. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun. Pryor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCollum got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCollum. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Pryor. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Pryor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and pick.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Pryor, he finds his man, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. McCollum. And now here is another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. Pryor. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Carson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. To throw on 3rd down. Pryor. And this is caught at the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Back to throw. Pryor. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Hounds add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. McCollum. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off play action. McCollum. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCollum. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. McCollum. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. 102 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Throwing to start the drive. McCollum. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCollum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCollum. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Mounties are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Memphis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.